A few years back, I made a cake for the Lego Batman video game premiere. It was so much fun, and I fell in love with those little Lego characters. So now I thought I'd make Lego Wonder Woman in a cookie. I'm Elisa Strauss, and I'm mixing it up in the kitchen today. To make the Lego Wonder Woman cookies, I want to start with a rectangle that's 3.5 by 5.5 inches. When making such a large cookie that's so highly decorated, you want to make sure that you're using a firm cookie so that there's no chance of breakage. Here you can see I have a fairly thick cookie made of shortbread. While the cookies are cooling, you want to make royal icing and dye it into 3 separate colors, keeping one color just the plain white. So now I'm going to outline the cookie in white stiff icing, and I took a portion of that white icing and made it into flood just by loosening it with a few little drops of lemon juice. That'll make a nice glossy finish. Then I'll let the cookie dry for about 24 hours, at least overnight. To get my pattern onto the cookie, I find the best method is to use pencil and just some of the parchment paper. Now that my cookie icing is dry, it'll make it easy to transfer the template right onto my cookie. I do that by flipping the template over so that the pencil side is down, and then I go over it, just tracing exactly where I want it on my cookie. You can see it's not perfect, but it gives me enough guidelines, and you'll see it's very faint. You have very little pencil actually on the cookie, but they're nice thin lines that you can use as a guide. Now that my first layer is finished, all the general areas are taken care of, I go ahead and go back to my original template and I cut out all the detail areas. So I have Wonder Woman's hot pants and the gold emblems. I just used a regular scissors to cut out these little areas. And her crown. Wonder Woman wouldn't be Wonder Woman without her special crown. I have some blue pre-dyed fondant already rolled out, and I'm going to use my template to cut out the shape and apply it onto my cookie. If I look at my template, I can see there's some details. I just use a paring knife to cut in those details. Now I'm ready to start adding all the royal icing colors. I start with the flesh color just around the head, the arms, the chest, and the legs. First I outline, and then I quickly use the same consistency of icing to flood in the areas. Now I'm going to fill in all the red areas. While our Wonder Woman is sitting and drying, I'm going to go ahead and start on our gold details. For the gold details, I use some gum paste and cut out the exact designs that I took from our original template. So to get the star on, I'm just going to use an edible food marker and make a general shape of a star. Then I add some lemon extract to my gold luster dust, and I'll go ahead and paint everything. So I have all my gold details. I'm ready to attach them to my cookie. All right, so we're ready to add Wonder Woman's details. I'm going to add her crown and her golden emblems, and I'll use a little bit of royal icing just to tack them on. So to add some extra details onto our Wonder Woman cookie, I'm going to try to make the Lego body really come to life. First, I'm going to outline the body to give it the exact shape of a real Lego character. And to give the feet a little dimension, I'm going to create some toes for our Lego Wonder Woman. Now we can make the waist and the rest of the details for Wonder Woman. Of course, all these details are off of the real Lego character. Sometimes the hardest part of piping all these details is stopping. It's like skiing. So for Wonder Woman's hair, I'm going to just pipe a black outline, going back to our original drawing from the template. and then I'll just fill in. I wonder how Linda Carter would feel about her hair being piped in icing. And here I'm going to take an edible food marker in black and just outline the gold emblems. Before we get to finish our Wonder Woman cookie and do the face details, I'm going to just add the last details on her boots and on her hot pants. Now it's time to do the face details. So I'm going to let this cookie set for another few hours. If you're doing other cookies, you'll have lots of other stuff to do. And then the final thing will be the details on the face. I just place the template like I had done before, and I'll use the white royal icing again just to add some highlights in the eyes. And then I just completed the cookie with a little red around the border to add some color. I hope you had fun making Lego Wonder Woman with me today. She's the perfect addition to any superhero party, and she's the perfect size for a favor. Just stick her in a cellophane bag and tie her with a ribbon, and everyone will love it. Remember, all the equipment and materials are down below, and I'd love to hear from you. Tell me what you want to learn, and I'll try to make it happen. Subscribe so you don't miss any episodes, because I'll be back next week. I'm Elisa Strauss, and I'm mixing it up in my kitchen.